name is Vitou. I am the third gen fresh graduate from Computer Science Department of Zaman University.
We've heard that you've received a scholarship. Can you tell us about that? What is the scholarship and what is the course you are planning to take?
So lately I just got the scholarships, we call it MEXT scholarships. It's a scholarship from Japan Embassy, and I'm going to study computer science, specialized in artificial intelligence.
What are the processes to get this scholarship?
The process of getting the scholarships, I think, is divided into 5 steps. Okay, the first one is that you have to take English and Japanese exam, and once you're past that exam, you will have to write proposal. So research proposal on what you're going to do when you arrive at Japan. After that, after you get selected and in that stage, you will do the interview. Once that's done, then you will start to pick the school that you want to study at, and then there will be the final selections from the scholarship. So the 3 rounds is just the embassy at Cambodia nominates you to leave Japan, and then the 5th round is where the final selections.
To you, which among the steps do you think is the most difficult and challenging?
For me, the most challenging step would be the first one. The reason it is the first one is that many students now know English very well. So especially the younger gen. The younger gen, they can speak English and know English well. So to me, it's quite challenging. For the later step, I could say I think I know a thing or two about my field of expertise. So I'm not so worried about later on, but I'm worried more about the early stage.
So can you tell us what is the major you are going to study for your master program, and why do you think it's important for you and the country as a whole?
So again, the major I'm going to take in is computer science, specialized in artificial intelligence. The reason I'm focusing on AI is that the world right now is rapid around this automation, and lots of things needs to be automated to help company or government in processing information, so that we don't have to use labor work too much. And how that could help, it depends. So for example, one of the things that I'm kind of planning on doing is what we call natural language processing. It's where you design a bot, you design a computer to understand text, to understand voice. So in terms of company, they could do market research on social media. With the government, they could also do that. For example, let's say the government imposes new policy, and then they want to know how does the public react to that policy. Some people will post on Facebook, on Twitter, mostly Facebook. But then the government can use this technology of NLP, natural language processing, to understand what's the general audience is thinking about the policy, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether they should change it, adapt it, stuff like that.
Do you have any advice or words to send to your the next generation who wish to continue, who wish to be in the field of computer science the way you do?
The tip for the next generations of computer science would be following the curriculum is good, learning in school is good, but what matters in computer science is that you have to explore it yourself. You cannot wait for the instructors or professors to tell you everything. It is very important that you take your time, focus on what you want to do, and then just research more about it. You don't need to wait. You don't really need to wait for the school to teach you about that. You can just go and Google it yourself.
Turning to the scholarship, do you have any advice for the next generation also?
One would be know what you want well, know what you want to do over there, because research proposal is something maybe a difficult stage to some people because they don't know what they want. So make sure you know what you want and you have experience to back it up that you really want that. For example, let's say you want to do a website. You cannot just say you want to do a website. You have to say you want to do a website, but you also have done this so that it helped you achieve that. You need to show some commitment in that as well. Second thing would be sometimes you fear that you might not get the scholarships, but there are many scholarships out there. You just need to try, and who knows what's coming. You know, sometimes you just underestimate yourself. Once you try it out, you will know your true potential.